recording? I am? Okay. Good morning, everybody. I think my silly videos have gotten rid of interested parties, and that's a good thing. I wanted to do that anyway. I usually come around. Okay, I had problems when doing the Hutchison effect in the apartment. Magna and Boris, the landlords, had to turn away, and the son had to turn away a large number of people per month, as they told me, of wanting to come bug me, basically. So, I don't know who they were. I never met them, only by phone call or email. Film companies would come. That's okay at that time. But that induced problems with people coming around wanting to see this and do that. So I decided to put all the Hutchison Effect, new Hutchison Effect 2004 stuff on a private list, private playlist, because I'm slowly getting ready to do the Hutchison Effect again, and I already picked out some samples to try out. And these bars will be perfect test. I'll use milk crates. I'll get my milk crate somewhere and load them up. I already did some tests on things that started happening, I'd say about a year or so ago. I'm not as dramatic as I used to do. So these are good test samples. And so anything that I'll be doing here will be on a private playlist for interested scientists I do know still to this day. But other than that, having the public come around, and, like in Canada, I don't think so. So I'm going to not answer emails about people coming around or that kind of thing. There's already been a couple that came around. One of them, I'm trying to remember his name now, in Willits who knew Yin and her husband. He said, if you ever need anything, let me know. I'm at the old drugstore on Main Street here. I thought very fascinating stuff. But he didn't bug me that much. Another person came around and donated a whole pile of stuff to me a while ago. Oh, that's welcome. But, people that want to film and take pictures and talk to me and that, unless they're a professional film company, I'm not going to be bothered with that kind of stuff anymore. And it created problems like in New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada. So I'll be keeping it private. All the demos I'll keep private. I have a few demonstrations that I did here, and I'm going to find them tonight and put them in private playlist. A good way of doing that. So I'm going to be doing that pretty, tonight, I guess, when I find the other videos that I took of some unusual things happening in here, which I filmed. I think these are good samples. I only got a hole drilled in them, but they're from scrapyard. I should label them. There's a hole in the end, too, that was drilled. I got another one here. Let's see how these work. And I'll use the traditional milk crate, because why I use those, you can see all around it. And see, there's no tricks. Also, they're convenient. They're light, and you can stack them higher or lower. So probably 2 milk crates like I used to do with Jack Hoke and other scientists over the years. So we'll put these away for now, and we'll be doing that getting pretty soon. Let's see. Yeah, I should put the date on these. Your opinion, should I put a date on them? Or just leave them as is? Huh? Do I have any other samples I could use? Yeah, I got some steel bars, stainless steel bars. That'll be interesting. So I'll be doing that. I'll still be making silly videos like this, of course. I enjoy being silly, I always have been. So that has turned off a lot of people. So that's a good thing. That's very good, actually. Thank God. Because the part of it, I have these people come around asking questions, blah, blah, blah. Professional that I did not mind, or the film crews. They were very welcome. But others, I don't know. Although they were interesting people, but it's just too much to handle over time, you know. And this, the way I act now, of course, like this, really gets rid of a lot of unwanted people. So, thank God. I mean, I don't mind acting silly because I've always been silly and highly crazy. But acting like this, putting on YouTube is fantastic. I love it. So that works out great. But the emails I used to get after a TV show aired were it's incredible. Good people. I had all the emails printed out actually, and they're in my documents. NASA was highly active. Pentagon was highly active. Who else? Defense Intelligence Agency. Very helpful people, and thank you for my privacy coordinator at CIA for the UFO stuff. Appreciate it. I still save some of those documents. They put me to work. I had to fill out forms and get my passport notarized, being a Canadian and that, so no problem. That worked out great. A huge amount of cool documents on UFOs, which I sent off to Ian in Germany at the time. When was it, 93? 92, 93, but anyway. The Rio Trade Business Group was very, very fun to work with and very cooperative and very nice. So they were fun to work with, plus my investors over the years were great, awesome people. The Japanese folks and the famous German family that got to be friends with and still friends with. I would send them probably links to the private videos. Everybody I know that I trust, I'd send to the links to the videos. But again, I appreciate your cooperation and not coming around pestering me. That's okay. You wouldn't want to pester me anyway. So it'll be a private list. A private list. I did a couple of videos, actually several videos, that I'm going to try and find tonight and put in the private list. What happens in the YouTube stuff is some videos go viral, kind of. Some do not even get only a few views, so I don't know how that works with Google's YouTube. But I have no idea. But I got to get those videos and put them on the private list. Somebody's going to catch on and, we better go in, blah, blah, blah. Being in the USA, it's a little different. In Canada, you never know who's going to come around and beat you up or something, maybe. I don't know. Don't want to get into that area at all, so I don't like entertaining negative things, so anyway. So, this is the video. explaining what I'll be doing. We're waiting for arrival of certain pieces of equipment we got really cheap. And that's going to really get things rocking and rolling again. For energy devices, I don't think so. I'm not going to touch that area. I already have. To me, it's not. It's boring. You know, you get only might get good sponsorship. I don't know. I remember how to build them. I just say I don't know. I just forgot. You know, or what other excuses I make up. It's broken. I forget how to build it. Another excuse I use, but it was I could build them, but what for? But through all that, the reporters covered the story, and scientists measured the results on the output and that, and X-rayed them, and but I'm not that interested in that. I'm more interested in lots of junk. But it's the old technology, reading the old technology. How to build a disrupted discharge transformer. That's a simple thing. I built it, used it in the government tests. It got stolen along with Alexander and George Lissacase, I believe. And to rebuild it's not an issue. I rebuild a lot of things, so I'm going to have to rebuild that. I need about 2 feet long insulators, 3-inch diameter. Can be insulators or lightning arrestor type insulators. They work great. Broke it up in little pieces, makes the frequencies really unusual. So, you've seen the disrupted discharge transformer, I'm sure, in the Los Alamos slides. Where else would one see that? Oh, Hathaway would have pictures of it, I'm sure. But it's public knowledge if you read up on Tesla. And what I do normally is take screenshots of all the diagrams and wording in that. That's one of the things I got to build. Been finding on eBay a few items I used to have. I got to find when it's ordered to stop doing these experiments, a lot of stuff went to Can-Am imports. Okay, not to Germany, but to Can-Am imports. Some stuff went to Germany, of course. But the real good stuff was Can-Am imports. Mike McCardle's friend owned the business in Burnaby, British Columbia. I don't know if it's still active or not. And where else did this stuff go to? Some I actually tossed out. Not that much, but a few pieces. That's kind of stupid. Because I was ordered to stop doing these experiments, right? By the mayor and other people. I knew Westminster, British Columbia, and all that stuff. But I'll search my pictures and find the picture I took of a friend of mine sitting in a chair, and behind him was all the stuff that went to Can-Am imports. Thanks to Mike McCardle of the news and Paul Can-Am imports. Pincott, Paul Pincott. I think it's Pincott, I believe. I got this picture. I took pictures of the business card, so I might check that out and see if he still has any of that stuff, or the business is closed down or gone, or. But finding the stuff is very difficult and hard. eBay, and I was lucky to find about 5 or 6 items that I need for RF generation, and now we got really lucky and found a gigantic magnet, 1,000-pounder. Got to build a framework to hold on suspended in about a foot or so off the ground. Should be wooden members, designed as 2x6 system to hold it up. Electromagnet. which I had the apartment in other locations. They did 3 of them, but they weren't 1,000 pounds. They were maybe 50 pounds each. But this showed up out of nowhere and has won the bid on it, and they're going to pick it up probably in a week. I'll be here. I got the cherry picker ready to pick it up, and we're going to get that all organized. I like an electromagnets because you can put any kind of voltage into them and vary the voltage and pulse modulate it if you want to do that through signal shifters and magnetic amplifiers, which the Navy used to use. Good old magnetic amps. Got some here, plus other devices for making ordinary voltage into weird stuff, DC or AC. So that's going to be happening. And I got arrivals coming today. Had several yesterday. The microwave receiver is something awesome. Used to have that kind of stuff. Then I think that went to Germany. Had a lot of rack handles on it. But this is even better than that. But, oh well. So, and machinery, I'll be getting more in as well over time. Allows me to make anything I want to do, basic cut, mill, shape. In the apartment, I only had, let's see, one lathe, a mini lathe, and a medium lathe. I can make parts stuff from, but everything was close at hand. Here is the nearest scrapyard is 100 miles away. Been there several times, got huge amounts of stuff from them. The other was in Santa Rosa, closer. Got good stuff from them too. Just kind of like the old Vancouver scrapyard, you know? So, anyway, I should end this video and get working on stuff. So, private list, playlist. So, yeah, I'm taking precautions because, like in Canada, people come around filming and no. I wanted to know this and wanted to do that. I cooperated very well with the film people and scientists that came around over the years back then, but now well, I end the video now, but okay, but I'm going to continue acting silly and scare people away. Hi! How are you doing, kiddo? Perfect, huh? Good. Goodbye. Good luck.